Scale 1 to 6. Number 1 is Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. 6 is Freddy's Nightmares. Let's go ahead and rate this cover and figure out what number I am going to give it. And you can agree or disagree with me. Comment on Spotify or YouTube and let me know, hey, idiot, it's not that. All right, let's look at this thing. I'm going to give my number now. I forgot to give my number. My number is a 5. Looking at Echoes of the Soul, the cover for Crypta's Echoes of the Soul. First off is that coffin. There's an upright coffin in there. It's obviously a coffin. And it just looks like a fleshy, meshy, gooey mess of all kinds of stuff. Like if you put your hands into certain parts of it, it would probably go back, spring in and spring back like a sponge cake. There are a few parts with some teeth I probably would not want to put my hands into. There could be eyeballs in there. There could be guts in there. I don't know what's going on inside that fleshy coffin, but it's really cool looking. There's plenty of yellows. There's some reds, some white misty fog. It's obviously, it's inside a temple because you've got these kind of deities on the wall, these like demonic deities with like goatish kind of feet, birdish kind of feet, with holding these candles. Each one of them holding candles that are currently melting because they're lit. They both got wings on them. They've got demonic looking faces. They've got pointy ears. They've got horns. They've got beards. There are people underneath them either being held down or worshiping these deities. I don't know. So it's a very creepy looking cover. And that's why I gave it a 5. I don't know if I would say it's, it's not so much, it's not as like horrific as some of these I've covered before, but it is definitely leaning heavier towards Freddy's Nightmares. In fact, if I was in this tomb or this crypt or wherever this thing is at, I'd want to be out of there quick. Very quick. Because I bet you it's pretty creepy in there. Probably smells kind of damp and musty as well. I wonder if that flesh coffin has a smell to it. Man, imagine if that flesh coffin, that is a good name for a metal band. Flesh Coffin. I wonder if there's one out there already. Anyways, I bet you that thing has a nice odorous, kind of putrid smell to it. All right, moving on from the cover to the title, Echoes of the Soul, which I gave a 4. And because I really like the title, Echoes of the Soul, it's giving me kind of haunted house vibes. Like I can see a book or a movie or something dealing with ghosts and haunted houses called Echoes of the Soul. Be more of a peaceful kind of haunting than like a demonic haunting. But yeah, I can see that easily enough. So that's why I gave Echoes of the Soul a 4. Moving on from that to the Wikipedia information this week, it says Echoes of the Soul is the debut album by Brazilian death metal band Crypta. It was recorded throughout January 2021 at the Family Mob Studio in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Great name for a studio. Mastered at Fascination Street Studios in Örebro, Sweden, and released on 11 June 2021 through Napalm Records. To date is the only Crypta album to feature Dutch guitarist Sonja Anubis. Here we go. I'm going to try this name. Nusselder. Nusselder. Got it right, got it wrong. Let me know in the comments below. All right. Moving on from that to personnel. Band members. 4 of them. Fernanda Lira. I hope I got her last name right. I love her as a front woman. She is amazing on bass and vocals. I love her style and her design. It's like she took Tom Araya and Blackie Lawless and put them into herself. Basically just embodied those guys' stage presence and then added her own little quirks and tricks and things like that to her face and her body and the way she does things. So she's kind of like a combination of all 3. Her own personal thing, and then those other 2 guys. Really like it. I love the way she holds that bass guitar like Tom does or Blackie does. Wasp, I need to dive into them more in the future, and Slayer as well, because Wasp has some cool album covers. I mean, look at the album cover for Headless Children. That is an awesome looking album cover. All right, band members. Fernanda Lira, bass and vocals. Luana D'Ameto on drums. Tanya Bergamaschi, or Bergamaki. I'm not sure. It's on the screen. You can say, hey, dumbass, you got it wrong. Put it in the comments below how you do say it. And then Sonja Anubis Nusselder. I hope I got that right. So she's on lead guitar. Tanya was on rhythm guitar. And Luana was on drums, in case I didn't mention that. Singles. Surprised to find some singles, but another thing, these bands put out singles. Whether they're radio singles or YouTube singles or just singles for the streaming charts, whatever they are, they put out singles. So pretty cool. I'm used to the old school. Singles meant being on top 40 radio. Not so much what they're doing these days. But singles, From the Ashes, released April 2021, 7 April 2021. Starvation, 11 May 2021. And Dark Night of the Soul, June 8th, 2021. So they came out right around April to May to June of 2021. Really cool stuff. Track listing goes like this: Awakening, Starvation, Possessed, Death Arcana, Shadow Within, Under the Black Wings, Kali, Bloodstained Heritage, Dark Night of the Soul, From the Ashes. I wish Dark Night of the Soul was spookier. I was really hoping for it with that title. It sounds like Dark Night of the Scarecrow. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's a deep cut from the 80s. But yeah, I was hoping that'd be a little spookier. It's not as spooky as I wanted it to be. It's definitely not that. But there are some good spooky songs on here. Awakening is a great just instrumental. It could be in a horror movie. That's that kind of instrumental. Very spooky, very ominous. Really sets the vibe and the tone very well. You got Possessed, which I'm getting ready to do a spooky song deep dive on. We'll record after this episode. Death Arcana, which got a little horror to it. Under the Black Wings, I'm going to do a spooky song deep dive for that one too. He's got some great horror in that one. So be looking out for those two deeper dives into those lyrics. Kali, Bloodstained Heritage, Dark Night, and then From the Ashes. So when I was looking at those songs, I came up with a 5 and 5. There was about 5 really horror and then 5 not horror. That's why my rating is a 3. So all those songs came out to be that. So anyways, this is the point in time in the episode after rating the cover, which I gave a 5, the title I gave a 4, and the songs I gave a 3. How horrific is this album? Let's throw all that stuff I just mentioned into a big pot, stir it up, get it nice and mucusy and pussy and just really gross looking. Let's reach my hand in, with some special gloves probably, and pull it out. Look at that number that's on my palm, and that number is a 4. So this album is leaning heavy in the direction. It's heading down the road towards Freddy's Nightmares. Got you screaming a little bit, got you upset, got you a little bit of fear going on. It's definitely closer to Freddy's Nightmares than it is to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. All right, let me drop anchor here, close out the episode. Wherever you're listening to this, I'm not even going to go through my spiel anymore. Wherever you're listening to this, find a way to give this podcast some love. On the podcast side of things, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way things are progressing, the way I'm bringing in people and listeners. But I need more. I need reviews. I need star ratings. I need comments. I need likes. I need all that kind of stuff on the podcast side. So whatever platform you're on, if you enjoy what I'm doing, give it some love and share it with your friends. Hey, if they enjoy this kind of music, share it with your friends. Let them know about it. On YouTube, it's struggling. I don't know if YouTube, I don't like to cuss on this podcast, but sometimes I feel like saying, fuck YouTube. Because if you don't do one little thing on YouTube, YouTube is like, oh, the algorithm's mind just blows up. So on YouTube, like and subscribe. Let the algorithm know that, hey, this dude is doing some good stuff. Yes, he does movies and music on this YouTube channel, but it's good. His music stuff is just as good as his movie stuff. So I need some help there. So comments help as well. Let me know about your thoughts about Crypta, Nervosa, all that jazz. Leave me female-led metal artists, all female metal bands. I want to cover more in the future. I've got a list of all of them. I'm already set my sights on 5 or 6 more bands I want to dive into. And these are just 2 of them. But like I said, I'm going to deeper dive Nervosa and Crypta. So if you like these 2 artists, definitely subscribe and follow along. Oh, that's it. Hope that wasn't too long an outro. I didn't mean it to be. Take care. Thanks for listening. And thanks for listening. Have a good one. And go listen to Crypta today and crank it at full effing volume. Let's just say it. Full fucking volume. And let everybody around you know Crypta kicks ass. Be good. All right. Song goes like this. Hallucinations on my mind. fire in my eyes, unwanted influence, subjugation, slowly losing my sense of control as the obsessor's will takes over my soul. Distorted speech, blasphemous rage. I mean, you got to have a little blasphemous rage if you're possessed, right? I curse at their holy symbols. I laugh as they pray. Pray. Dazed, petrified, possessed. Dazed, surrendered, possessed. Atypical strength, I resort to violence. Always the way when you're when you're possessed by a demon, right? They hold me to the ground as I abnormally behave. Lost spirits within me control what I say. Sadness, despair, no hope where I am. Distorted speech, blasphemous rage. I curse at their holy symbols. I laugh as they pray. Dazed, petrified, possessed. Dazed, surrendered, possessed. Hallucinations on my mind, fire in my eyes, unwanted influence, subjugation strikes. Slowly losing my sense of control as the obsessor's will takes over my soul. Distorted speech, blasphemous rage. I curse at their holy symbols. I laugh as they pray. Ha 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 ha. Dazed, petrified, possessed. Dazed, surrendered, possessed. There you go. That's a spooky song deep dive for Possessed from Crypta's album Echoes of the Soul. Really like those lyrics. They really evoke the exorcisms type stuff that's in all these exorcist type movies. I really think of The Exorcist more than anything when I hear that one. Anyways, it was written by Fernanda Lira, Luana D'Amato, Sonia Nisseldor, and Tanya Bergamaschi. I think is how you pronounce those names. Let me know in the comments if I didn't get it right. Spin to it. Under the Black Wings is what this one's called. The sky turns red. The city's covered in darkness. Cavernous trumpets, harbinger. That doomsday is here. Dark-winged beast, demonic creatures. Skeletal abominations creeping in from above. Eternal punishment. Under the black wings, hopelessness. Under the black wings, the unholy ones now march. Lacerating, spitting fire. That's a wild sounding line there. Lacerating and spitting fire. So they're whipping things. They're lacerating things. That's what the lacerating means? It is, isn't it? And spitting fire. That's cool. Their claws ripping flesh as their hideous sovereign descends. So imagine, I keep thinking of Q, the Winged Serpent, another great 80s deep dive movie, just descending down on people. And it goes, the next one is like 4 questions coming. Will I escape the black wings? 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 That's the chorus. Next part of it goes, I shiver in fear, tormented by all the screams. I look through the window, they're coming for me. Dark-winged beasts, demonic creatures, skeletal abominations creeping in from above. Eternal punishment under the black wings, hopelessness. And then it repeats 3 times, under the black wings. And it's written by Fernanda Lira, Luana D'Amato, Sonia Nisseldor, and Tanya Bergamaschi.